Hey everyone, hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about all of the books that I am hoping to read in March of 2024. If you are new to my channel, then hi, welcome. My name is Shelly and I really love books and reading, and I read quite a bit and quite the variety. So if you are kind of all about that and are enjoying the vibe of this channel, I would encourage you to subscribe, stick around. And without any further rambling on, let's go ahead and get into the meat of this video. First on the docket, there is a readathon that I'm co-hosting with Julie at the Hungry Bookworm. I'm co-hosting it with these ladies. Julie is the first one from the Hungry Bookworm, Sandy at Miss Reads Lot, and Kristin from Enter the Book. We are all hosting a readathon that is celebrating women, and I'm actually going to leave all of the readathon details down below, and my announcement video, and all of my co-hosts and their announcement videos. Editing Shelly is not going to be very happy, but we're not thinking about her right now. We're thinking about me right now. And the idea is that we're going to be celebrating women and women in history, women writers, and we're thinking about it in sort of a large scale. So we actually have a group read, and it is going to be Violeta by Isabel Allende. This is my first Allende. I'm excited to finally pick her up. I think I own 2 books by her, and of course Violeta is not one of them, but I do not care. Violeta is her most recent work, and I'm just excited. I've heard really good things about her writing. She is, I think, an Argentinian author, and so it's a translated work and all of that. I'm giving you a peep as to my possibilities for this readathon. I could not narrow it down. One of the prompts is to read something from an up-and-coming author. So I have 2 books. This is Rachel Beanland's Florence Adler Swims Forever. I wanted options, so these are some options for that prompt. Florence Adler Swims Forever, and this is a story about grief. This is her debut, I believe. Oh, she graduated from the University of South Carolina. We share an alma mater. And so this is, and then I also have Tara's Story, which is by Hilary Leacher. This is, both women have short backlists. And I feel like either one of them is like one step away from really taking off in her career, because I feel like the Women's Prize might honor these women. They're going to get longlisted for the National Book Award. I feel like they're just like they're going to get picked for a book club, one of those celebrity book clubs. I truly feel like these women are up and coming, and they're one about a step away from their careers really taking off. My goodness. I think Rachel Beanland has 2 books in her back catalog, and I think Hilary Leacher has 2 or 3. I might be wrong about all this information, but I just feel like these women are on the up-and-coming list. I also thought Fierce Reads, this readathon that I'm co-hosting, could be an awesome time to pick up established, famous female authors that I have just not read or not completely read. Their back catalog, the back catalog comment specifically goes to Jane Austen and Emma, so this is a possibility for Fierce Reads. I also have a couple of books by women that I just feel like I will really like their writing. And so we have Marjorie Kinnan Rowling's The Yearling, which actually won the Pulitzer and is on a couple of goal lists for me. I've been meaning to read this for ages. I also have The Left Hand of Darkness by Ursula K. Le Guin. And I feel like both of these women had incredible writing careers, and yet I have yet to meet them on the page. March is also there's this event that happens, and it's called March of the Mammoths, in which you start a mammoth in March. You don't have to finish it. I think that is one of the misconceptions of March of the Mammoths. The idea is just to finally pick up a mammoth, and it doesn't need to be finished in March. So maybe I'll kind of sneak this in at the very end. And it's actually Sun and Splendor by Sharon K. Penman. The reason why, well, this book has been calling to me. It's March of the Mammoth celebrates books that are over 800 pages. And this big boy is like 900 plus pages. It's huge. It's just a massive thing. It's a historical fiction book on Richard III. I've been thinking about this more and more because a friend of mine, Jennifer Brooks, passed away recently, and she had a channel here on BookTube, and she loved this book. And so I've continued to think about her and her life and her influence on my reading life, and she loved this book. She called it a love letter to Richard III. So I was like, maybe I'll get this. I'll get to this. Maybe I'll read this. And then another sort of possibility that is just a wildly popular book that I have yet to read. My brother got this for me ages ago, I think for my birthday. It's definitely one of the oldest books I have on my to-be-read list, and it's Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. Now, I know the twist. This was spoiled for me. I know the twist. And my sort of general thinking is like, I don't really care if I know the twist. I'm not... So I have to let go of spoilers in some regard because I watch a lot of BookTube. I talk with a lot of bookish people, and I don't want people to feel bad if they spoiled it for me. And the book is not the quality of the book should not be reliant on the twist. That's also really the basis of my sort of ease with spoilers. Truly, the greatness of something should not be resting on a pivotal moment. So I have this in case I want to read it. And then, I also just have other reads. If that wasn't enough, I have other reads. I'm continuing my One Piece journey by Arichiro Oda, which is a manga that I'm reading and I'm truly loving. I'm also continuing to read Berserk, which I've kind of put on pause right now. I'm just reading a lot of other things, primarily mysteries. I'm in the middle of 3 mysteries right now. Who am I? 2 years ago, this version of Shelley would have shocked 2 years ago version of Shelley. I'm also planning on reading Lone Women by, I have my notes like off to the side, by Victor Laval. I'm reading this with the Up to No Good book club. It's a book club that meets offline, but a lot of us have channels. I guess that's becoming less and less true. People are less and less active on BookTube. I mean, that's not necessarily... Oh my gosh, my kids are yelling. So Lone Women, I'm guessing because of the title, is about women, but I think Victor is typically a male name. So I think I don't know hardly anything about the book. The book club wanted to read it. I was like, I think I've heard good things about it. I'm in. Let's read it. And I know nothing. I literally know nothing. And I have it on my Kindle. Somebody gifted it to me. So I was like in for that reason. I was like, I own that book. I have it on my Kindle. And then finally, finally 2 books. If this TBR was not big enough, 2 more books. One by the King of Fantasy. The current King of Fantasy, I should say. Brandon Sanderson. I have not read a Sanderson. I am not doing my job as a good booktuber because I have not read a Sanderson. Yeah, I don't know what is happening. Anyways, so I was like, hey, Olly at Criminolly. I was like, Olly, let's read some Sanderson together because he did a video about do you think I'll like Sanderson? Oh, we're about to leave for school. I really need to get going. But anyways, point is that Olly made a video all about whether he would like Sanderson and asking his people, the folks that follow him, would he like Sanderson? And I saw that and I was like, hey, do you want to read Sanderson with me? Because I have not read Sanderson either. And it feels like a crime at this point, okay? It feels like a crime. Everybody's read Sanderson, and here I am, a Sanderson. I'm Sans Sanderson, Anyways, and then finally, I'm going to be starting Moby Dick by Herman Melville, because why not? No, actually, my sweet friend George, he and I like to read difficult literature together. And we chose this, or I chose this as one of the classics I wanted to tackle this year. And then he emailed me and was like, hey, do you want to read it together and start it in March? And I was like, of course. And of course, it doesn't technically qualify as a Mammoth. Homeboy's only he's only 600 and some odd pages. So I was like, yes, of course. And I trepidatiously say that I'm excited to read this. Okay, well, I gotta go. You know, work is calling. That thing that pays me. You know, I gotta go and do the thing. But tell me, what are you reading in March? What things are you participating in? There are cool things going on in March. Maybe I'll talk about it in a different video in which I have more time. But as of right now, I'm going to go. I would love to know your plans. You know, what are you hoping to accomplish? Give me all of the tea. I shared, it's your turn. Okay, that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And I will see you all in my next one. Bye.